You've watched the battles. You've seen monsters fall, walls crack, and worlds collide. But what if the end of Stranger Things isn't about defeating the Upside Down? What if it's about who gets to define reality? What if Stranger Things didn't end at all? What if the finale we're waiting for is not a battle, but a rewrite of reality itself? Not just Hawkins, not just the Upside Down, but everything we ever thought was real. Fans online have spun theories darker than any shadow in the lab. From cosmic mind games to the possibility that this season has been a game all along. 2 sacrifices so profound they might erase the story itself. Here's what the internet really thinks might happen, and what it would mean for Hawkins, 11, Will, and the fate of the world. Some fans propose a chilling possibility. What if this series, from start to finish, was a massive, immersive Dungeons and Dragons campaign, played not in reality, but inside someone's psyche or subconscious? Therap. Not metaphorically. Literally. Imagine Hawkins, the Upside Down, Vecna, as levels of a dungeon, encounters in a game rolling on a cosmic die. Every loss, every trap, every monster. Not just a story, but a narrative loop waiting to reset. In this theory, the final episode isn't the group defeating evil. It's them finally realizing they're characters in a game. And only by accepting that truth can they escape the cycle. Would they even choose to leave the game? Here's where it gets darker. Fans have pointed out something eerie. The Upside Down is frozen on November 6th, 1983, the day Will was taken. What if it's not another world at all, but a copy of Hawkins trapped in time? A snapshot stuck like a broken record. Every monster, every psychic whisper, every death. A loop. Closing the Upside Down, then, isn't about winning. It's about breaking time itself. A reset button on reality. In this version of the ending, the Upside Down doesn't disappear. It rewrites the timeline, back to before any of it began. Hawkins is restored. The world is unchanged. But at what cost? One of the most popular fan ideas is grim, yet poetic. 11 sacrifices herself to seal the Upside Down forever. But here's the twist fans are whispering online. What if she doesn't die, but loses herself entirely? A theory buzzing on Reddit suggests Elle might survive, but completely lose her memory, forgetting her identity, her friends, even her powers. In that ending, 11 closes the crack between worlds. Hawkins is safe, but she walks away, a stranger to her own story. A bittersweet ending, if there ever was one. Will Byers has always walked the line between boy and outsider. Some fans believe his connection to the Upside Down is not a curse, but the only thing that can heal it. What if Will doesn't just survive? What if he becomes the bridge, not the cause of the destruction, but the one who turns the Upside Down into something the world can live with? In one theory, he doesn't save everyone by dying. He transforms the Upside Down from a nightmare into a new reality. A world where Hawkins and the Upside Down merge. Not destroyed, but reborn. Life, death, and dimension collapse into one. This one is more existential than any monster bite. The ending isn't about defeating Vecna. It's about who gets to tell the story. Vecna, 11, Will. Even you watching this, all of you are pieces of the same narrative. The universe of Stranger Things isn't collapsing. It's being edited. What if the final scene isn't a battle, but a fade to black? No closure. No victory. Just the world snapping back to the very first moment Hawkins ever changed. And starting over. So what's the real ending? Nobody knows. Not the creators. Not the actors. Not even the Upside Down itself. It might be sacrifice. It might be rebirth. It could be a cosmic game reset, or a future where the boundary between realities no longer exists, or never existed at all. Here's the final, haunting thought. Maybe the world didn't need subbing. Maybe it only needed someone to see it differently. And perhaps that someone was you.